Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers tease that Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, reached a new low this week when she asked an inmate to beat her up. She thought this would get her sprung from the clink, but she may have miscalculated the situation terribly. Here's what to know about Luna's latest crime. Luna doesn't listen. In the October 21 episode, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, told her he would not lift a finger to help her. Last time around he got her pardoned, and that enabled her to assault his son and become pregnant. Bill isn't having any more of Luna's lunacy. Whatever power he has will be used to keep her chained. Luna tested his theory by having a convict beat her, but Bill didn't blink. Now what? Bill was fooled by this ruse once before, and that got everyone burned. Luna wails that the Spencer mansion is the only place she's safe. But we doubt her presence is wanted. Soon Bill will have his spiritually cleansed of her. In light of his judgment on Luna's evilness, he may recommend an option to keep Luna safe in jail: solitary confinement. Bill is concerned for the health and safety of his grandchild Will Spencer's crew Morrow baby. Bill may turn to solitary as a way to keep the child safe from predators, but how can he keep it safe from Luna? If Luna is put in solitary confinement, she won't interact with her fellow convicts, thus ensuring her safety. We are pretty sure she didn't think of this before she had Leatherface beat her up. But as we said, Luna is her own worst enemy. It boggles the mind to think what she will do next to get what she wants. As for now, Red Hot, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Luna's plot may backfire in an epic way. Tell us what you think of a mother having herself beat up while she's pregnant. There's drama brewing in Los Angeles that even Sheila Carter herself couldn't have written better. As the Bold and the Beautiful moves into its most intense stretch yet, the spotlight swings firmly onto Luna Nozawa, the once sweet, wide-eyed intern who has suddenly become the center of chaos, scandal, and psychological meltdown. What started as a tragic misunderstanding has now erupted into a full-blown crisis, one that could see Luna locked away. Not in prison necessarily, but in a place far darker, her own mind. Could Luna's apparent descent into lunacy lead to her isolation from everyone she loves, or worse, actual solitary confinement in a psychiatric ward? Let's dig deep into the heartbreak, betrayal, and eerie turns that could change everything for the Forresters, the Logans, and the Spencers. Luna Nozawa was once the shining star of Forrester Creations, Poppy's beautiful daughter, the bright new designer, and the woman who captured RJ's heart. But the tragedy that unfolded weeks ago, the accident, the betrayal, and the accusations, has shattered her. Luna's mind, already fragile after the trauma surrounding the Liam incident and her breakup with RJ, appears to be slipping into instability. Sources suggest that Luna has started hearing voices, some that sound eerily like her mother, others that echo Steffi's cold words. There are even whispers that she's begun sketching designs that make no sense, wild, disturbing, almost manic in their energy. Finn notices first. During a visit to Forrester, he finds Luna alone in the design room, humming to herself, cutting fabric with trembling hands, muttering, "They all think I'm crazy, but I know what I saw." When Finn gently tries to talk her down, Luna snaps. She accuses him of covering for someone. But who? Could it be Liam, or even Deacon? Or is Luna's paranoia building a story that doesn't exist? Or Jew Forrester loves Luna? There's no denying that. But love can't always heal madness. After a week of emotional distance and broken promises, RJ walks into Luna's apartment to find something chilling. Dozens of fashion sketches scattered across the floor, all featuring the same woman, Steffi. In some drawings, Steffi is wearing Luna's designs. In others, she's falling, bleeding, or standing beside Finn in wedding attire. RJ's hands tremble as he flips through them. The artistry is brilliant but disturbing. The message? Unclear. When Luna appears behind him, she seems almost unrecognizable, her eyes glassy, her tones sing-song. "You shouldn't be here, RJ," she whispers. "They're watching." RJ tries to reason with her to get her to come with him, but Luna's paranoia is full-blown. She accuses him of betraying her, of siding with Steffi. And when RJ insists he only wants to help, she screams, "Help me. You can't even protect me." Poppy arrives just in time to prevent a total meltdown, but the look on her daughter's face is enough to terrify her. Poppy knows mental instability runs in their family, and she fears Luna might be following a similar path to an estranged relative she's never spoken of. Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester has her own opinion, and it's not sympathetic. After the incident at the Forrester showroom, where Luna allegedly lashed out at a critic and screamed that Steffi is trying to erase me, Steffi is done playing nice. "I want her gone," Steffi tells Ridge and Brooke in a tense boardroom meeting. "I don't care how talented she is. She's unstable, she's dangerous, and I won't risk another Forrester scandal." Brooke argues that Luna needs compassion, not condemnation, especially if she's suffering from mental distress. But Steffi won't hear it. "You didn't see her eyes," she snaps. "She's not the same girl RJ fell for." This divide between compassion and corporate control becomes the week's central theme. Ridge is torn, Finn is haunted by guilt, and RJ is begging everyone to give Luna one more chance. But Steffi's influence is strong, and with every passing hour, Luna becomes more isolated. In a rare and heartbreaking moment, Poppy finally sits down with Finn, her cousin, and Luna's doctor, to confess something she's kept secret for years. Their family, particularly on Poppy's mother's side, has a history of bipolar disorder and, in some cases, severe psychotic breaks. One aunt was institutionalized for decades after a similar spiral that began with paranoia and auditory hallucinations. Finn listens, heart heavy, realizing this isn't just a nervous breakdown. It might be a hereditary condition, triggered by stress and trauma. He wants to treat Luna medically, but Poppy resists, terrified of Luna being labeled crazy like her aunt. "They locked her away," Finn, Poppy whispers. "They called it treatment, but it was solitary. I can't lose my daughter like that." Finn assures her he'll do everything he can, but he knows the hospital may not give them a choice if Luna becomes a danger to herself or others. In true bold and beautiful fashion, no crisis is complete without Sheila Carter somehow slithering into the mix. And this time, she's not content to stay in the shadows. Sheila has taken a keen interest in Luna's unraveling, seeing in her the same kind of misunderstood darkness that once defined Sheila herself. In a shocking scene, Sheila visits Luna secretly, offering her comfort, and perhaps manipulation. "You're not crazy, Luna," Sheila whispers with a serpent's charm. "You're just surrounded by people who don't understand brilliance when they see it. They're afraid of you." Luna, vulnerable and desperate, clings to Sheila's words. The older woman even gives her a sketchbook, saying, "Use this to draw your truth." The viewers soon see what Luna begins sketching, haunting, cryptic images of fire, blood, and eyes watching her from every corner. Finn discovers Sheila's visit later and erupts. "You stay away from her," he warns, but Sheila smirks. Maybe she needs someone who actually believes in her. The implication is clear. Sheila might be using Luna's fragile state to create another weapon against Steffi. The breaking point comes during a Forrester fashion preview. Against everyone's advice, Luna insists on presenting her new line herself. RJ is terrified, Finn uneasy, and Steffi barely concealing her disdain. As Luna takes the stage, she begins speaking passionately about truth in fashion, about how beauty can hide darkness and how masks must fall. But midway through, her speech shifts. She starts accusing people in the audience of betrayal. "You think I don't know?" she shouts. "You took everything from me." Gasps fill the room. Steffi tries to intervene, but Luna lashes out, screaming, "Don't touch me," before grabbing a pair of scissors from the design table. RJ rushes forward, and chaos erupts. Finn manages to disarm her before anyone is hurt, but the damage is done. Luna collapses into tears, muttering about the voices and the shadows. Security escorts her out as paparazzi cameras flash. The next morning, the tabloids scream. Lunacy's public meltdown. Mental health crisis at Forrester Creations. Following the incident, Luna is taken to the hospital under psychiatric evaluation. The medical report is grim. Luna is placed on a temporary psychiatric hold for observation. Though it's meant to protect her, it feels like punishment. The once bubbly designer now sits in a sterile white room, staring at the walls, her reflection fractured through glass. She's not in a prison cell, but it might as well be. No phone, no visitors, except her mother and Finn under supervision. When Poppy comes to see her, Luna's first words break her heart. "They've put me in a box, Mom, just like Aunt Ina." The storyline takes an emotionally raw turn here, exploring mental health through a bold and beautiful lens. Dramatic but painfully human. RJ visits when he's finally allowed, pressing his hand to the glass, promising her he'll fight for her release. "You're not alone, Luna," he says. "You're my heart." But Luna, lost in her spiral, barely hears him. "It's too late," she whispers. "They already erased me." The aftermath is brutal. RJ turns his heartbreak into fury, confronting Steffi in front of the entire family. "You pushed her to this," he yells. "You called her unstable, you humiliated her. And now look what's happened." Steffi fires back, claiming she only wanted to protect the company. But Ridge intervenes, demanding calm, only for Brooke to step in and take RJ's side. "You've gone too far this time, Steffi. That girl needed compassion." The tension between the Forresters and Logans reignites in full force. Lines are drawn, loyalties tested. Meanwhile, Hope, ever the voice of empathy, secretly visits Luna's hospital room, offering a small sketchbook and a pen. "You're still an artist," she whispers, "even in here." That small gesture may become Luna's lifeline in the weeks ahead. As the chaos unfolds, Deacon Sharp and Dr. Taylor Hayes, both experienced in emotional trauma, find themselves strangely aligned. Deacon feels guilty for introducing Luna to Sheila's influence, while Taylor recognizes Luna's symptoms as early warning signs of severe psychosis or trauma response. "She's not dangerous," Taylor insists. "She's broken. And if we don't treat her with compassion, we'll lose her completely." This unlikely alliance could bring new light to the situation, as Taylor and Deacon push for Luna to be moved from isolation to a wellness facility. One with therapy, art programs, and supervision, not solitary walls. Ridge reluctantly agrees to consider it. But will the hospital? Or will Steffi use her influence to keep Luna confined, claiming she's a risk to herself and others? Weeks could pass before Luna begins to show signs of improvement. Locked away, she spends hours sketching, using Hope's gift to pour her emotions onto paper. The drawings shift, from chaotic darkness to soft, wistful memories of RJ, Poppy, and even Steffi. One sketch, in particular, stands out: a family of 3, Luna, RJ, and a baby, standing under a Forrester sign. When Finn sees it, he realizes something important. Luna isn't lost. She's trying to heal. He works with Taylor to recommend her transfer to an open rehabilitation center, arguing she no longer poses a danger. She's ready, Finn tells Ridge. She needs sunlight, not shadows. But not everyone agrees. Steffi still believes Luna's return could reignite scandal, and in a shocking twist, she files a legal petition to extend Luna's psychiatric hold, claiming the company's safety is at risk. The move could destroy her relationship with Finn once and for all. As the week ends, Poppy receives a sealed letter from Luna through her therapist. Inside is a note written in shaky handwriting. "They say I'm sick. Maybe I am. But I remember something about that night. It wasn't an accident. Someone wanted me to break. And I think I finally know who." The final shot? A flashback sequence showing Luna's memories slowly piecing together. A figure slipping something into her drink. A whisper of laughter, and a reflection that looks an awful lot like Elektra. If Luna's breakdown was triggered by manipulation, the story's about to explode. And her time in isolation may only have been the beginning of her transformation. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our BOLD and BU2FUL UPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.